Everybody likes stuff, whether it's home decor, clothing, skincare, beauty products, makeup, technology, or any and everything in between. But how much stuff is too much stuff, and where exactly do we draw the line? Hi, if you're new here or if you're returning, welcome back. My name is Corn, and on this channel, we discuss all things internet and pop culture related. There's been a recent downfall in the internet's perception and response to influencers. Perhaps the most notable example of this being the Jaclyn Hill scandal that happened a while back. This has been covered pretty extensively, so I'll just briefly summarize it. If you're not familiar, Jaclyn Hill is a makeup artist who has risen to fame over her long and impressive career as a content creator amongst multiple platforms. And she made a video kind of complaining that she doesn't receive the attention and engagement she once did, even from her long term fans and followers. And people were really, really honest in their response to this. And they let her know that her hauls and out of touch lifestyle vlogs just didn't resonate with them and wasn't the type of content that they wanted to be digesting. I bring this up to highlight the idea that I think overconsumption has been a really large contributor to what's been discussed as the death of influencer culture. And before we dive into the content itself, I do think it's important to discuss why exactly the social and political climate are waking people up to the issues at hand when it comes to influencer content, the lifestyles they portray, and the insane overconsumption that goes hand in hand with them. So, if you've been living under a rock, you might not have realized that our economy is in the shitter. Inflation is at an all time high. Prices have never been what they are, with salaries and hourly rates not rising to compete with the elevating costs of basic necessities. And currently, the top 10% of earners are driving nearly half of all consumer spending. Not to mention the unemployment rate has been at a steady 4.4% since June of 2024, with little to no prospects of growth in sight. For reference, in 2020, the year of COVID, the unemployment rate was almost 1 full percent lower at 3.5%. Most young millennials and just about every generation underneath them have kind of accepted their fate of never owning a home, not vacationing once a year, and for many, giving up the family that they always wanted. I think this makes it all the more insufferable to bear when we open our phones and we're greeted with these insane hauls and $100 skincare routines, these lavish homes that are unnecessarily large and luxurious. It's just a stark reminder of what we don't have and what we possibly will never have. And a reminder that our viewership is what's responsible of leading these influencers to this point of wealth. One of the first questions that I think is typical of asking ourselves when we're watching this type of content is, how can influencers afford this lifestyle? And though the top performers do make egregious amounts of money, so much of the hauls and products that we see, regardless of what they are just PR packages. There are a lot of layers as to why this is problematic. I would say, beginning with the idea of the sheer quantity of products being sent and accumulated to these creators. After a certain point, it just seems unsustainable. There's no possible way to wear or use every product before they're inevitably given away or thrown away. One example of this is Hope Scoro. Sorry, I don't know how to say her last name. She had a customized closet made for just her gym clothes. And even with as much as she works out, I don't think there's any possible way to wear all of these tops in the span of a month before she's likely sent even more by the same companies. I want to break down this PR package unboxing. I don't know this creator. This is nothing against her. It's just the form of content that I'm interested in looking at. Jumping in, the hotel luggage cart tells me there's way too many packages here. And some of these brands are insane. You have Rode and Chanel, Mac, Prada. I mean, a Chanel bag is insane. These packages are full of makeup and hair care and skincare and clothing and so many beauty products that there's no possible way to use all of these products and make content that showcases them in a positive light. I think it also brings up of where to store all this stuff. One creator showcased her insane collection of PR makeup and was making a gift bag for her cousin with a ton of the unused products. And that begs the question of why do these companies continue to send influencers an abundance of products they know are not going to be used? These products would be so much more appreciated and better off if they were donated and used for good, like sent to a women's shelter. And though it does seem like these companies are just gifting influencer product after product, there's actually a larger play at hand. They're using the influencers to market these products, and they're hoping that us, as a viewer, view this product as the answer, the key to the good life. But the good life isn't really real, and it doesn't actually exist, not even for these influencers who are portraying it. Aside from the products they're panhandling and the free trip, why should we trust anyone's claim to wealth in this day and age when it's so easy to fake online? And why is wealth such a quintessential part of influencing? Which leads me to the messaging behind all of this overconsumption and this type of content. Who is the audience? Many of these audience members are still incredibly young and impressionable. A lot of them are adolescents. 10 and 11-year-olds shouldn't be worried about using the newest Drunk Elephant product or having the newest Skims collab. But the content that they're repeatedly digesting has told them that this is not only what's normal, but what's expected of them. And whether we like it or not, we as people base our expectations and our standards on what we're repeatedly exposed to. And the truth of the matter is that we weren't hardwired to be exposed to this much stuff, to this many people, to this much content. Older generations set their expectations of normal based off of their friends, their neighbors, their family. Not every holiday needed excessive decorating. Fridges didn't need aesthetic restocks. And a few staple quality pieces in your wardrobe was considered normal, if not privileged. Many of us now compare ourselves to full time content creators, people who do this for a living. And they completely falsify what they want their audience to see. The videos are so often staged and scripted and edited. It's set a completely new standard of normal for a generation of people who's already struggling. A normal where babies and young kids are having Kardashian level birthdays, and it's okay to buy both bags because you couldn't choose a color. You're not failing at adulthood because you don't have a million of everything or a crazy mansion or a closet full of curated outfits. Normal people don't live like this, and it's really easy to forget that. Thank you so much if you stayed till the end. I really appreciate all your comments and all your likes on the last video. I definitely received your feedback, and I'm so excited to put your ideas into work. So please stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.